Hi there, classmates. I have a question to ask. During this lockdown, have you also taken an interest with plants? If so, do you know what kind of soil is good for your plants? If you don't, then we are here to save your day. We are the Group 4 and welcome to our soil experiment. What is soil? Soil is a complex combination of minerals, water, air, organic matter, and countless species that are the remnants of once living things that are rotting. Also, it is capable of supporting plant life and the vital life on Earth. Soil is very valuable and it needs to be handled carefully as it is fragile and it is an important part of our environment and food security. Soil has two layers. These are the topsoil and subsoil. Topsoil is usually referred to as the A horizon, where most plants, roots, earthworms, insects, and microorganisms are active, while subsoil is usually referred to as the B horizon, which can be clay, rich but often is less fertile than the topsoil but can hold more moisture. What are the types of soil? We have here the 4 types of soil. The first one is sandy soil. It is the most efficient type of soil to use for plants. It doesn't have nutrients and has a poor capability of holding water. As a result, plants' roots are having a hard time absorbing water. On the other hand, sandy soil is good to use in drainage system as it drains water more readily than other types of soil. It is composed of rock fragmentations such as granite, limestones, and quartz. The second type of soil is silt soil. It is the smooth and fine standard of soil that holds water more efficiently than sand. Most silt soils are found nearby rivers, lakes, and bodies of water because silts are easily shifted by moving currents. Out of all the 4 types of soil, silt soil is the most fertile and used in agricultural practices to improve soil's fertility. It is made up of rocks and other mineral particles that is smaller than sand but bigger than clay. The third type of soil is the clay soil. It is also known as heavy soil because they are potentially fertile as they hold nutrients bound to the clay minerals in the soil. Clay soil also holds a high proportion of water due to the capillary attraction of the tiny spaces between the numerous clay particles. The fourth and the last type of the soil is the loam soil. It is the mixture of clay, sand, and silt that avoids the extremes of clay or sandy soils and are fertile, well-drained, and easily worked. Loam holds nutrients for feeding plants and has a structure that preserves water long enough to reach it for the plant roots. But it is well draining, which ensures that the water gradually flows away so that the roots do not remain and rot in water. Now that you know what soil is, as well as its layers and types, let's now proceed to the experiment.
Hi, in this experiment, I'm going to teach you simple procedures on how to perform a soil test that you can do at home at any time without consuming a lot of your time and spending money. This test will determine which soil particles are predominant, if any. Your goal is to get a balanced mixture of 20% clay, 40% silt, and 40% sand that is considered the perfect gardening soil. Later on, the results will help you decide how much water and fertilizer your plants will need and what soil amendments to make. Without further ado, let's get started. First, prepare the things you will be needing for this activity. A mason jar or any transparent jar or bottle you have at home with lid, dry garden soil with no rocks, roots, and water. Second, fill the jar about half full of garden soil. You can use soil from different areas of the garden to get an overall view or make a test for each garden bed. Next, fill the jar with water but leave a little room to shake the mixture. Tighten the lid and shake the jar for several minutes to ensure all particles are suspended in water. Let the container sit down for several hours. You'll see the particles starting to break into layers of clay, silt, and sand. If you don't see clear differences in the layers or the particles still settle, keep the container untouched for 24 hours. Take a closer look at the layers inside the container. The lower layer is heavier sand and rock particles. The layer on the top of the sand is silt, and the top layer is clay particles. Now look at the color of the soil. Lighter soil colors have a lower organic content than dark soils, which often warm faster in the spring. If your soil is light, consider applying organic matter to your soil before planting your crop. This will allow time to decompose organic matter before planting. Based on this basic test, you now know what amendments you need to make.
That's all. I hope you enjoyed watching this short video prepared by our group, and you get to know how to test your soil at home. Thank you for listening.